for us, the philosophy is we start with the premise of design-driven luxury, and that means, for us, that means many things. That means using the best materials, best local materials, using the best local talent, assembling the best international talent that we can get from anywhere in the world.
Babe, oh, dream about me. Lie on the phone to me. Tell me no truth. If it is bad, there's enough in my life to make me so sad. Just dream about color fills our lives. Just dream about someone else tonight. Babe, oh, dream about me on the phone, talking quietly. I wanna be yours, I want you to be mine, against red skies for all time. So dream about us when we're old. Just dream about how I will let go. Babe, oh, dream about me. Lie on the phone to me. Tell me no truth. If it is bad, there's enough in my life to make me so sad. Just dream about color fills our lives. Just dream about someone else tonight. Just dream about color fills our song. Just dream about how I will let go.
On our latest project, we've got literally the foremost people in the world, be it photography, architecture, our green wall. You know, everything that we're doing is absolutely state of the art, and it's a question of bringing those things together in a way that blends into something that possibly hasn't been done before. So for us, it's exciting. It's exciting to create. Even the materials we're using, we use marble in a way that it's not been used before. We use tile in a way that it's not been used before. We use Indonesian local stone, you know, and cut it in a way that hasn't been used before. So for us, it's just bringing everything together in a way that people can really appreciate and people can really resonate with. We find that often when people, they can't even put their finger on it, but they just know that it's all gone together in a way that really makes them feel and gives them experience that they can't get anywhere else. It's really looking at all of those concepts as one concept, not having separate elements, but they're all one concept that are all going together to bring a basic feel of the project for the client. So that's where we're heading with Sentosa. We're looking to use traditional Indonesian materials in a way that haven't been used. So on one hand you've got Indonesian materials, but you've got an Italian design sensibility. So that moves through in fabrics. Giacomo's actually designed a lot of the fabrics that are designed and made in Italy and imported. And all of those little things, you know, be it from the thread count on the sheets to the marble that we're using extensively through this project, give the client a feeling that they're not going to be able to get anywhere else. And all of this is done sort of right lapping up with the Indian Ocean, lapping up to its shores. So we're just trying to bring a lot of things. We never stop trying to bring things to the table to give the client a different experience.
I see the horizon, know that summer is here to stay.
The Asia-Pacific region was the first to be judged in this year's International Property Awards programme. This prestigious event was attended by more than 600 guests, representing the finest companies in the industry. Established for 18 years, the International Property Awards aim is to recognise the very best in the property profession in each country, including development, architecture, interior design, agency and marketing. Following the judging procedure, presentations for the Asia-Pacific Property Awards in association with HSBC and the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors took place at the JW Marriott Hotel in Kuala Lumpur.
The 5-star award for Best Apartment Indonesia. This goes to Sentosa by Sentosa Worldwide Resorts. Now we have the 5-star award for Best Development Multiple Units Indonesia. This goes to Sentosa by Sentosa Worldwide Resorts.
Now, Best Apartment, it's Sentosa by Sentosa Worldwide Resorts.
So congratulations, Sentosa, your second award of today. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's been a 4-year build-up today, so it's a fantastic sort of acknowledgement, I guess.
And how will you be celebrating? 4 years in the run-up, so it must be a big celebration today.
Yeah, well, at least 4 days, I'd say.
4-day celebration?
Yeah, why not?
And who did you want to thank for your success in both of these awards?
Well, I'd like to thank Giacomo, our primo architect. I'd like to thank my partner, my Indonesian business partner, Reddy. And I'd like to thank Putu, who's been the project architect. It's been a really collaborative effort.
And is this your first time in the awards?
Yes, it's our first time.
And will it be your last?
Definitely not.
Great, well, fantastic, and congratulations on your success, and we'll see you later on.
Thanks for watching.
Well, when I was first approached to work on a project at Cempaka Puteh, and I visited the site, it's a very green area in Cempaka Puteh, and the site is actually surrounded by very low-rise residential development. Being tasked to design such a project in an area like this, I think we have a heavy social responsibility to make sure that we do not create an urban jungle in this setting, in this nice, very natural setting. So with that, actually, we look at inspiration that we can put in place for the project that will be conducive and fit into an environment well. And Cempaka Puteh itself, if you know, is a flower that has 6 petals. And when we started the design, we said, why don't we use this as inspiration for the project? Because of its natural form of a flower which radiates out. So we talk about the towers being like petals and radiating out into the open, and you can see it surrounding it. It's all open to the environment. Cross winds of flow will be sort of channeled into the buildings through the shape of the building as well, and that helps to cool each of the towers very well. As you can see from the plan, maybe a bit small here, they are all actually surrounded by ledges, balconies and terraces, as you can see from the blocks here. The rooms and the windows are all recessed into the building, and it's all very well shaded from the harsh sun during the afternoon and things like that. So you have this cooling, and you can see from this picture there will be a lot of wind flow through the buildings as well. As you can see, the curvature of the form sort of invite wind to flow through the buildings, and then you have a nice landscape, green water feature area that you can look down into the environment, and very holiday sort of effect. You know, as you see the building as well, it comes down to the ground. It is integrated with the horizontal emphasis, and that it grows out of the ground, and with nice landscaping that surrounds it. Our objective is to make sure that we blend into the nice greenery of the entire environment of Cempaka Puteh. The units are designed in such a way that we avoid the east to west orientation. So the petals of the flower helps us to do that in a way that is optimizes the view towards the city as well, but still keeping to the north-south direction of the units away from the sun as well. When we design the units itself, we take pains to make sure that the units are also naturally ventilated. There are cross winds that will flow through the living room, the bedrooms, into the corridors as well. Each unit is provided with private lifts, so that there is also privacy within. As you come back to your unit, you don't share lifts with your neighbors. You have a private lift that you can take into your unit. In fact, the whole arrival process, the whole environment that we're trying to achieve for the Sentosa residence is one of a holiday resort. So that is the main vision and objectives of this project, and that you are going back home, but you're also going back to a holiday place. Traffic can be quite stressful, so you want to go back not only to a home but to a holiday, and you can relax. So you can almost relax every day in Sentosa residence. So in respect of the green, as I mentioned earlier, about how we want to make sure that we do not replace the development as a concrete jungle in place of the nice green that we have, we look deeply into how to replace the landscape. So we have a podium, and the roof of the podium is entirely dedicated to landscaping and facilities, swimming pools, clubhouses and all that. And so that replaces the landscape that the building sits on. Of course, with the water, it will help to cool down the tower as well. But it's also, of course, very scenic to look at the green, not only outside the project, but also on the rooftop. And you have this nice landscape resort, as I say, a holiday environment that you can come back to. You don't have to use the pool all the time, but if you look down into the pool area, you find that you are really into a holiday setting. You can see we have horizontal terraces. They may not look like the rice terraces, but generally, you know, if you look at the Bali rice fields, the horizontal lines matches the towers very well. And so in this spirit as well, we have that notion of designing and making the building grow out of the ground. And the landscape, which will be very lush and green, would then intersperse with the structure very well. And so you would have a very nice environment that you can call your holiday home.